bounce-back week for the Reavers. Iowa Western looks to slay the Dragons in Hutchinson. Another statement win up on the hill. St. Albert defends its castle against the Knights. Good night at Wickersham Stadium? Well, depending on who you talk to. The Iowa Western men's soccer team goes for 2 on its home pitch. The ladies pitch in with a clean sheet as well. Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. And you know what's funny? How 1 week, 1 game can change everything. Iowa Western drops a close one out in Colorado, and suddenly you get the feeling it's survival mode. The 6th-ranked Reavers in survival mode. And forget about all the big talk these last few weeks. It's now down to 1 game at a time, baby. And it's not going to get any easier. Big Blue hits the highway again for its second of 3 straight season-opening road games. So, what's your hunch at Hutch? For more, here's IDub TV student, the sleeper, Joel Divick.
After a heartbreaking overtime loss to Arizona Western last week, the Reavers hit the road to Hutchinson, Kansas in pursuit of their first win of the young 2016 season. First quarter, first punt of the game. Reavers punter Bobby Patterson can't handle it. The home team draw first blood. Ensuing Hutch drive. QB Chris James to Grant Smallwood, the sophomore down inside the Iowa Western 10-yard line, but the Blue Dragons have to settle for a 27-yard field goal. Hutchinson up by a baseball score 5-0. Later in the first, the dark side shows up big. Royal Silver intercepts a wobbly James pass. The big man finishes with 8 total tackles and this pick on the day. Reaver ball in their own 42. Ensuing drive, A.J. Bush shows off his dual threat ability. The Nebraska transfer runs for 14 yards and for a first down. Bush carries the rock 22 times for just 30 yards. Into the second quarter, Bush finds receiver D'Anthony McGriff for a nice gain, but the Reavers can't find the end zone and settle for a Patterson 33-yard field goal. Hutch still leads 5-3. Later, Blue Dragons get another safety to go up 7-3. Big Blue's offense takes the field, and Bush finds Austin Arrant for a 10-yard TD strike. IDub misses the extra point, but the Reavers still lead 9-7 at the break. Iowa Western just 13 yards on the ground. Third quarter, Lorenzo Pratt gets dropped in the end zone for the 3rd safety of the contest. Game is tied at 9. The Reavers now have given up 4 safeties in just 2 games. Later in the third quarter, Hutch kicker Luke Niemeyer, who hit 3 of 4 field goals, drills a 36-yarder to give the Blue Dragons a 15-9 lead. We move to the fourth. IDub comes out firing. Bush to McGriff, the freshman, leads the offense with 8 catches for 110 yards. Next play, Bush, who was 15 for 33 for over 200 yards, hits Pratt, who makes a ridiculous one-handed catch. Iowa Western settles for another field goal to cut the lead to 3. 9 minutes left in the game. Reavers driving again, but Bush fumbles the ball and Hutch winds up with it. Number 6 had 5 total turnovers for the game, 3 of them fumbles. Hutch has one more scoring opportunity, but a 35-yarder by Niemeyer is well wide and short. And A.J. Bush in the offense gets one more chance to pull it out. With 2:21 left, 4th and 21. Bush puts it right on the money to McGriff for a 27-yard gain and a first down. Bush goes 6 for 7 in the final drive. The visitors get down to the Dragons' 15-yard line on this Lorenzo Pratt reception. Still only down 3 with 10 seconds left. And then, this.
4-3, the snap. Bush looking to the end zone. He uncorks it, it's on the ground, and it's going to be Hutch that picks it up. Fumble return for a touchdown. Raheem Bingham all the way to the house.
For the second week in a row, Iowa Western loses on the final play. Hutchinson holds off the Reavers 21-12.
Well, I think we did improve on the errors from last week. Unfortunately, we made some more errors, so we got to go back to the drawing board and really try to put our guys in position to stay positive.
It all comes back to practice. We're just going to practice harder. I already know the coaches, they upset, we upset. So everybody knows what's up when we go to Fort Scott.
Intercepted by Hakeem Williams, or Hakeem Bailey. Going to be out of trouble now, back into it. Royal Silver brings him down.
We need the first day, Monday, everybody needs to come out there ready to go. pissed off about these 2 losses. It's not a joke. We need some W's.
We had breaks, we had chances. We didn't make them today. We made too many mistakes, but I guess now we're going to find out really, truly what our team is made of.
For the second year in a row, Iowa Western football finds itself with 2 losses and 0 in the win column. The Reavers are certainly not a bad team, and they can definitely be optimistic looking at how last year finished when they rattled off 10 straight wins. IW will still be looking for their first win this season when they go on the road to face Fort Scott next week. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Joel Dievik.
Thanks, Joel. Now, you know, as usual in these games, the numbers only tell part of the story. And then there's other times when they're a pretty good indication. Look at that. Terrible 2s. When was the last time you ever saw more than 1 safety in a game, let alone 3? You might be lucky to see 1 or 2 a season, but 3 in 1 game? Turnovers just killed the Reavers, just killed them. But how about D'Anthony McGriff, the freshman like a bull in a china shop, 8 receptions, easily over 100 yards. Now this nightmare of a 3-game road trip finishes up next at Fort Scott. Hey, the Reavers ripped off 10 straight last year, why not again? Now, Big Blue looking for just 1 win, and Iowa Western will take it any way it can get it. The other Reaver football clubs kick into action. Ditto for the guys and gals. This week, a repeat of last week at St. Albert when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
Council Bluffs is a growing, vibrant community. It's becoming a modern 21st century community.
We will be the largest free Wi-Fi hotspot in the United States.
Our vision is about building a community where families want to live and businesses want to locate.
We see that as a great potential enhancement for future growth in the city.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore. And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods.
Okay, what else?
Common.
Little tadpoles, frogs, spiders, this is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
These birds look like the Falcons of old last week, beat up the bully and punched Logan Magnolia in the mouth. Next up, another heavyweight. And this time it's the only other Catholic school in the Hawkeye 10 Conference, and Kemper is coming off a big win as well. Now, I always feel like when these two meet, there's a lot at stake. And I know it's only the second game of the season, but it sure feels that way. For more, here's IW TV student Bublin Brandon Taverdi.
The Falcons come flying in. After an Alex Goebels interception and return down to the 2-yard line, Luke Waters with the QB sneak. SA on the board first, 7-zip, 6:41 left in the first quarter. Stays that way until the second. St. Albert trying to add to its lead, but Lucas Lamp says, nah, son, give me that ball. Kyle Snyders gets the recovery and then some. Now the Knights have a shot on getting on the board before half. The very next play, senior Gage Gunnarsson. Gunning the ball into the end zone. It's picked off by Tyler Blaha. Gunnarsson 9 for 22 for 106 yards overall and is picked off 4 times. With just 5 seconds left in the first half, Luke Waters, who is 5 for 8 overall, just 74 yards, hoping for a prayer, going deep for Tyler Blaha. A little too much mustard on that pass. Home team up 7-0 at the break. Third quarter must be Flashback Friday because St. Albert is running the option. Luke Waters to Luke Ronstall, the junior with the 8-yard run. Ronstall carries the rock 20 times for 94 yards. Couple plays later, Luke Waters sneaking it in. The junior with the second rushing TD. Falcons up 14-0. Fourth quarter still 14-zip. Kemper 3rd and 13. Gunnarsson throwing a dart to Colton Irbeck. Throwing dudes off his back. A 38-yard pass play inside the SA 20. Next play, Gunnarsson on the QB draw. A 10-yard touchdown run. 14-7 St. Albert. It's getting interesting. Late in the fourth quarter, Luke Ronstall cruises into the end zone. 21-7 Falcons. St. Albert just 219 yards overall. The visitors trying to make a comeback. Gunnarsson hits Benberg for the 8-yard touchdown, but the Falcons hold on, pulling out the victory 21-13.
Coming in, I just wanted to pound the rock early, wear them down, just like we did again last weekend in Logan. And, by the end of the fourth quarter, it was working out for us.
I think it has a lot to do with our conditioning. We run a lot, so I think coming in the fourth quarter, we just wanted it more than they did, and it proved in the end.
When you're playing a good ball club, you got to get rid of the mistakes, and we just got to get better offensively and defensively about doing our job.
The Falcons play 2 of their next 3 games on the road, beginning with Nottoway Valley. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brandon Taverdi.
Thanks, Brandon. Next up, to Lewis Central. The Titans take their newfound muscle to Wickersham Stadium as LC tackles AL. For more, here's IDUB TV student Batlin Brady Engel.
The Titans march into Wickersham Stadium to face the Lynx of Abraham Lincoln. Second quarter already up 17-7. LC running back Max Southern pounds his way in for the 2-yard touchdown, 24-7 Lewis Central. Late in the first half, Max Duggan, who was 15 of 18 for 167 yards, finds Brendan Figueroa for the 32-yard score. Figueroa with 101 yards receiving on the night. Visitors lead 31-7 at the half. Third quarter, the Titans' Logan Redeker breaks free into the secondary for a 48-yard touchdown run. The senior, 13 carries, 99 yards. LC outgains AL 323 to 95. Later in the third, Duggan with the keeper slips by defenders and finds the end zone. The Titans roll over Abraham Lincoln 48-7.
We got to be more consistent on defense. I think they're playing well on defense, but they got to be more consistent throughout the entirety of a game. And our offense, we got to get push up front. We've got to move the football.
Well, I think defensively, Coach Hannafin and the coaching staff had a good game plan. AL showed us a couple different new wrinkles, but I think our kids executed pretty well defensively, tackled well. We weren't probably as polished as we wanted to be, but we'll fix those things and move on.
Lewis Central has now defeated Abraham Lincoln 3 years in a row. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brady Engel.
Thanks, Brady. Now, TJ hits the road for the second week in a row, and the Yellow Jackets fly into that hornet's nest known as Glenwood. All Rams 40-6, and that vaunted Thomas Jefferson ground attack stopped. Baker under 100, Axtell Moore under 50 yards, and Mitch Flowers just 4 passes. TJ drops its first of the season. But next up, bang the drums, rivalry game against old pal AL. One of the top volleyball teams in the country gets to see the country for the first time this season. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, 8 goals in 2 games. After the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, GeniEd SportsMed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
It was fun last year in Virginia. Enjoyed my trip with the Iowa Western men's soccer team. Now, it would have been a little nicer if the Reavers would have gone just a little bit further. So here we go again. New team, same old story. Fourth-ranked Big Blue comes in with high expectations. And as usual, Iowa Western kicks things off with a bang. For more, here's IDUB TV student, Quiet Storm, Brett Grasshorn.
Iowa Western is at home taking on the Hawks of Northeast. Early on, Eric Anemi gets fouled in the box. The PK is good. Reavers take a 1-0 lead in the 10th minute. Later, in the 23rd minute, Machias Feas, just him and the keeper, he taps it in. Reavers up 2-0. The sophomore finishes with 2 goals and an assist. Big Blue rolls into halftime, up by 2. 54th minute, Ali Ibrahim receives the pass from Feas, and he finds the back of the net to go up 3-0. Reavers finish with 14 shots on goal. Iowa Western tacks on one more to win 4-0. Big Blue moves to 3-0 on the season.
We're making right now mistakes, but we are gonna do everything to go to nationals and win the ring.
I think that the team doesn't have only one strong part. I think all the parts, the defense, the middle, the attack, all the parts are good.
You can see how committed the group is. They really want to win. So I think first and foremost is desire. And with the desire, I think we can definitely work on a lot of the things that we may be weak or strong. I think it's really going to be a tough year. But I think we have a lot of potential this year, a lot of depth, which should help us going into hopefully the postseason. A lot more offense, a lot more electric players. We got more depth in every position. So I would say we're just an all-around better team.
The Reavers hope to live up to the high expectations they have for themselves. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brett Grasshorn.
Thanks, Brett. And then there's the ladies. Talk about taking no prisoners. The 7th-ranked Reavers have outscored their first two opponents 19-0. 19-0. For more, here's IDub TV student, the Big Gator, Colin Boren.
Number 7 Reaver women look to continue their winning ways as they take on Northeast. IDub comes out the gate firing. Home team puts up 13 total shots in the first half. The Hawks give in early. 31st minute, Ava Castaño to Elizabeth Ochoa. The freshman rolls in the first goal of the day. Don't blink. 1 minute later, Castaño connects with Ochoa again, making it back-to-back goals for Iowa Western. But wait, it's not over yet. 43rd minute, Daniela Cardona from way out floats it in for an incredible goal, extending the Reavers' lead to 3. Big Blue 3-zip at halftime. Iowa Western fans flipping out as the Hawks search for a solution. But nothing can stop the Reavers' attack. Big Blue takes 20 shots on the day, including 7 here in the second half. Iowa Western wins 4-zip.
Oh no, we're excited about our schedule coming up, and we want to see them grow and get better, and it's all about the progress. So today was just another step in the process, and we're looking to get better at game by game.
I think we're going to do really awesome, and we keep getting better each game and keep working hard at practice so that we can get the ultimate goal and win the national championship.
Iowa Western remains undefeated at home. Reavers haven't allowed a goal on their turf this season. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Colin Boren.
Thanks, Colin. Next up, our play of the week, football, baby. Hey, making some plays on the pitch. The Reavers pitch in again on the other side.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Get your ass. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
That's slow. That's slow. Look, he's blushing. Seriously.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Okay, so the Reavers shut out Northeast. Coach Carver sees room for improvement, especially in the goal department. Next up, Nyack. Now the Trojans are coming off a 7-1 win, and their only loss Try double overtime to mighty Marshalltown. So once again, this is a good litmus test early in the season for Iowa Western. For more, here's IDub TV student, Mr. Energy, Colton Emsweiler.
A beautiful day sets the stage as the Reavers take on the Trojans of Nyack. Just 3 minutes in, keeper Colin Anderson boots it to half field, but it's headed back towards the net. And Leandro Avila puts it in! Iowa Western with an early lead. Later in the half, Nyack on the attack. But Carlos Herrera denies Elliott Chapman of the equalizer. Iowa Western leads the nation in shutouts with strong plays like that. 12 minutes before halftime, another header goes in favor of the Reavers, and William Ramirez sneaks it past Anderson. His team-high 5th of the year, IDub leads 2-0. 3 minutes after that, it's Avila again, going top shelf for a second of the match. The Reavers would add 2 more and take the victory 5-0.
The last couple of weeks, we just really focused in on our offense, and I think, you know, we're at a stage where we're feeling a lot more confident about how we're, you know, attacking and what areas of the field we're opening up. And I think we almost got like 30 chances again tonight, so you got to be happy with those.
We did this transition very well. The whole squad played good, so then we scored 5 goals. So I think that was a pretty good game.
Iowa Western starts the season 4-0 for the first time since 2013. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Colton Emsweiler.
And then there's the 4th-ranked volleyball team. Knocked off #1 Southern Idaho here at the Reaver Classic. Okay, what about out there? Not bad. Try 3-1. Iowa Western goes 3-1 at the Salt Lake City tournament. Big Blue, as you can see, knocks off a couple of ranked teams. #1 Southern Idaho evens the score after losing to the Reavers in Council Bluffs. Head coach Alicia Williams, quote unquote, pretty pleased. Big Blue now 6-2 overall. Now it's time for our play of the week. You know, things are starting to heat up. Lewis Central runs right through crosstown rival Abraham Lincoln, and I mean runs through. Logan Redeker up the gut and gone. The senior races 48 yards for the score. The Titans smash the Lynx 48-7. LC's Logan Redeker with our play of the week. We are just breezing along. Darn the torpedoes, full speed ahead as the fall season is in full bloom and picking up speed. Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning into the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.